Hi, my name is Andy Harding. I'm the Principal Cloud Architect at Data Tonic. I started my career straight out of university in consulting with a focus on BI and analytics, initially on Oracle, and did sort of many years in the Oracle space, delivering data warehouse and BI reporting solutions to customers on premise. I then kind of was looking for something sort of a bit new and innovative. Cloud was becoming much more established, and the sort of ROI and benefits were becoming much clearer. So at which point I transitioned into focusing on Google, and I really kind of fell in love with GCP, mainly because the amount of managed services that Google provide. I found that things were a lot easier to implement, and a lot of the technical details were much more abstracted away than I was used to from my Oracle days. And ultimately that means that we can deliver solutions to customers much quicker in a much shorter time frame. I found Data Tonic. I've worked with them a little bit in the past, so I had some exposure to them. And I knew from that experience that Data Tonic were a real innovative, sort of like leading edge company. And that was something that really excited me, to work within a sort of data BI analytics sort of capability, but with a focus on something as sort of interesting as AI and ML. Clients come to us with quite a range of different challenges, and that's part of one of the things that makes the role of cloud architect so, I think, interesting here at Data Tonic. That each day is kind of different, so to speak. Some clients kind of have like legacy workloads that they want to either migrate to cloud and then improve on, or maybe potentially re-engineer kind of in cloud from the get-go. We also have clients who want to do kind of greenfield, so brand new, modern sort of data analytics platforms within GCP. And then we have the third set of clients which are focused around sort of AI ML. There's been a huge focus more recently around ML ops. So, how do we really kind of operationalize and productionize ML models? Obviously, the AI ML space is still relatively immature, and therefore the tooling is still evolving. So it's a really kind of interesting area to work in, really. The cloud architect becomes really important to any implementation, because that's the person who's responsible for ultimately defining the solution, making sure that it's secure and it meets requirements, that it satisfies best practice, that it considers the future, so it doesn't tie companies into a sort of too rigid implementation, and also that it's tied to, you could say, like trends in the market. So leverages the best of for example Google, or the best of thinking around how to operationalize and productionize AI, ML, etc. So the architect's quite responsible for really making sure that any solution that's implemented is future-proofed as well. So part of their focus needs to be around sort of talking to new clients, understanding high-level requirements that a client has, their goals and strategy around delivering solutions or migrating solutions to cloud, and formulating kind of like high-level problem definitions, solutions, and ultimately supporting a sales process. Once we've got a successful engagement lined up with a client, a cloud architect would ensure that the delivery runs smoothly, that the delivery teams are working towards best practices, that the architecture that's been sort of defined and agreed with the clients is ultimately adhered to.